go. Ready to do this? Really? I was 168.
Oh, you're fat.
Yeah. I mean, I am skinny fat.
Oh, yeah. You're skinny fat. That's what I'm aiming for.
Yeah. All right. So we are now on to the next couple passes for pressure passing. So now we're on 2 passes that are really similar. That's why we're going to do them in the same video, because they're very similar, almost the same way to defend them. And it's the double leg pass, or the rugby pass, some people call it. And then the other pass is the leg weave, or the arm weave, or crazy dog, or there's a whole bunch of different names, but it's when they put their arms through your knee shield leg and try and pass that way. So if Mike's on his back, I'll just show the 2 positions that we're talking about. So both of these pretty much always are going to end up in like half guard likely, maybe butterfly guard as well, but not really in an open guard, because when you're playing open guard, your legs are going to be open and wide, which makes these passes hard. So the first one is the leg weave. So actually, let's rotate so that you're facing the camera.
Oh shit, sorry.
A little bit more. There. So the leg weave pass is usually their arm is going to go through, and then it's going to post on the mat, and then they're going to drive weight down on your knee, either to try and force you into like a smash pass, or they're going to lift their knee up, turn the knee out, and then free their legs and try and pass your guard with that grip. It makes it hard for you to use a knee shield. There's a leaf or something. It makes it hard for you to use the knee shield because they're able to put weight down on your knee. So this is like really tiring on the outside of your knee as well. And I can just literally just put my weight on it and not really use much muscle. Some people also like using this grip just to like kind of hold them down in case they try and like get up. They can kind of keep the legs off the ground as well with this grip. If they're a leg locker as well, right? They're able to get their leg inside here. Now they can drop down into whatever leg lock they want. Oops, sorry. Trying to get your foot out from underneath me.
Sorry.
So there's several reasons why they might use this grip, but that's a common grip for people to get. The other one is they're here, and now they just collect both legs here. And then now their goal is usually to get to one side, shelf the legs, and then pass the guard using the double leg. So the double leg pass, it can also happen when we're standing, you get taken down, and now they're trying to pin you or pass your guard. So those are the 2 type of passes we're going to go over how to defend now. So it's so quiet in here right now.
Yeah, really.
So let's see here.
You want to just turn the other way?
Let's turn this way. So when we're preventing these 2 types of passes, we know that Mike wants to collapse my knees together. Either one, they want to collapse both of our knees together, whether it's the double leg or whether it's the leg weave. So when I'm playing this position, the higher Mike gets on my leg, like towards my knee or towards my hips, the better for him, right? To be able to collapse my legs together. If Mike only has just my ankle here, to collect my legs together is going to be really hard because he might be able to close my ankle, but my knee can still flare open. So he wants to get as high up on my leg as he can. So now when he puts his shoulder down, it collapses my knees together. That felt good. My hip popped. All right. So the first line of defense is keep our knees wide and have good, strong frames. So if I have a high knee shield, my left elbow is going to go inside my knee. I'm going to grab the top of Mike's shoulder here. So now, even if Mike tries to collapse my legs together, I'm able to keep his shoulders away. So if I'm able to keep his shoulders away, he's not going to be able to put as much pressure down to keep my legs together. All right. From here, my foot on the knee shield is like resting on his back, so his back's carrying my weight, just like my arm. All right. And now from here, I'm able to keep a good strong position against the leg weave. If I'm in low knee shield, the more across my knee goes, across his waist, the easier it is now for him to collapse my knees, right? Like that takes almost no effort. So when I'm playing a low knee shield, I'm putting just the tip of my knee right here, and then I'm pushing into him, trying to collect my legs together.
You do this when we roll.
All right, so now it's not impossible, but now my leg can like rest on his hip so that it's not able to get pushed down, right? If my knee was just sitting here like this, floating, yeah, he can collapse it down. But if my knee is stabbing into his hip here, now when he pushes that knee down, it just goes down into his hip. It's not actually leaving his hip here, right? Where even if he has this grip, as long as my knee is resting on his hip, collapse my legs together. You can drive forward too if you can.
I can't.
Right? It makes it a lot harder here for him to be able to collapse my legs together. Cramp?
Yeah. I just rode 5K or 7K.
All right. So this is like prevention. Another way we can prevent it is like getting some form of 2-on-1 on his arm. So now like he can't wrap my legs up, right? Because like he would have to overpower both of my arms here, controlling his arm, and be able to collect my legs together. All right. So this will also stop it. And if we have an underhook, this will also stop him from being able to collect our legs together, because my whole body is in between him and my legs. All right. So that's kind of prevention. So now let's go into some defending now. So when we're in this position here, if I feel like Mike is starting to collapse my knees together from a high knee shield, right? This is when things start getting a little bit worse for me here, right? So let's just go back. The first thing I can do as I feel like Mike is trying to collapse my legs together is I'm going to bring my head underneath. So I have to block out this arm so that he can't grab my head or control my wrists and all that stuff. So we're here, and obviously if I can push him away, he's not going to be able to collapse. Let's say I feel like I'm starting to lose this battle. I'm going to bring my head under, and I put my wrist inside Mike's armpit here like a shallow underhook. And now from here, I'll scoop Mike's leg, and now in one motion, I'm going to rock to my back, and now from here I'm going to stomp my leg as I lift with my arm here. And now we can start attacking from our underhook half guard. So I don't want to just stomp right away, because if I'm here and he puts his weight down on me, and I just try and stomp here, I might break his grip, right? But now, if he closes the distance, I'm in flat half guard, and this is not good. So we don't do it from there. Yeah, just angle that way a little bit. We're here, right? I'm gonna bring myself under. You gotta weave my legs. Bring myself under. Get an underhook as deep as I can. And now I'm gonna push into Mike, and then I'm gonna roll back to my back, and now I can stomp and lift with my underhook here. And then now it's all of our underhook attack stuff that we want to do. But that gets them like off of our leg. You gonna like cramp it? This guy always working out.
I need to recover. I'm gone for 2 days.
All right, so it's the same idea, even if he's trying to do like the double leg pass, right? So try and collect my legs together here. Yeah, as long as I don't allow him to let my legs collapse completely. Underhook. And then now we can play from our underhook half guard, right? So I'm trying to wedge myself under him more because like what Mike wants when he collapses my knees together is to pull my knees away from my chest and put his shoulder down or chest down on my legs, right? Not necessarily like that, but just like here, yeah. So now like there's no way I'm opening my knees, right? If my knees are to my chest, it becomes a lot harder now, especially if I'm underneath of them now. It becomes a lot harder now for him to pull my knees away from my chest and make my legs weak and put me in bad position. But on that note, let's say he starts collapsing my knees together and I feel like I can't get an underhook. I'm going to take my arm, I'm going to stuff his head to the same side as the pass here because he's going to be trying to pass to this side. And now from here, I'm not going to push his head away. I'm going to extend my head away. Now my arm gets straight. I might not be able to just push and straighten my arm here. So I bring my head away to straighten my arm. Here. And now I'll shrimp. And then now I can open my knee again. Because he was on the top of my knee. When I shrimp, now I can pull my knee out and my knee is free. Right? If I get this far, I can even kick my leg off and come up for an underhook. A lot of time he might be tighter than that and I won't have the space. But if you have the option, it's there. So again, we're here. He weaves my legs together. Push the head away. Shrimp. And then get my knee free. If I feel like I can't get my knee free here, whether it's double leg or the leg weave, I'm going to push the head still, and now I'm going to get up to my elbow. But I don't go this way. It's up and over. And now from here, I'm going to turn to my knees. Keep holding my leg. Here. And now I'm forcing him into a single leg position here. So for Mike to win this position, he wants to stay above my knee line. So right away, I push his hands down off my knee line and slip my knee line out. Now from here, it becomes either a single leg battle, right? Or once I slip my knee out, if I want to play guard, I'll just sit back to guard, where now my knee is free and I'm able to play guard again. So that's kind of a couple options. When, I don't know where these little pieces of leaves come from. All right, so that's a couple options when our partner is still in front of us and covering our legs. Sometimes your partner is trying to cover your legs first, or starting with the legs covered first, stepping off to one side or the other and then shelving your legs to stop you from getting up and passing the guard. And then other times, they might be doing it backwards. So if we're in this position here, right, I'm doing all the things I was supposed to do to try and stop him from smashing my legs together, but he manages to, let's go, actually before we even start that, as I'm pushing his head to this side, just start with the double leg. As I push his head to this side and I get up, one thing that might happen is he might step off my hooks and jump behind me. Yeah, so I'm going to catch him with my, let's just rotate. This is assuming I can get my leg up. So if I just face the ceiling here and try and bring this foot up, it's really hard. When I face the floor, now I can flare my foot high in the air here and catch his hip. So when he tries to like jump behind me, I can hook his hip with that knee and then keep him here and continue my like escapes. All right. So if he collects below my knee line here, or maybe not below my knee line or at my knees, it might be hard for me to stop him from hopping to the other side. So when he hops over, now we're in this like, keep circling behind me a little bit, this dilemma here where now he's got like my legs wrapped, but now he's behind me, right? So now since he's off to the side, he has the ability now, if he wants to lift my legs up and shelf them on his lap and step his left leg up deep. And now I'm on my back and he's like getting closer to being able to pin me. The other option he has is to let go of these legs and start getting either a rear body lock or a side body lock, sorry, or chase my back, right? So in this scenario, when he gets here, the first thing we're gonna do, is stop him with the hook. But if he makes it here, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see like what is he going for. So we're gonna assume that this person is just gonna try and shelf my legs, all right? So the first thing I wanna do is if he's just getting heavy on my legs and he's holding my legs down really heavy, I'm gonna reach over to his lat or get an overhook depending on what I can reach, all right? I'm not gonna lift my butt up. you felt so easy there.
I wasn't expecting that.
And then you're gonna hip toss them. I would not expect to get on top very often, but what's gonna happen is they're gonna let go of the legs and they're gonna post their hands and then you can free your legs again.
Was not expecting.
I was trying to do it slow. So yeah, keep beside me more. Yeah, here. So I'm grabbing the lat, I'm getting up, and then I'm just gonna twist. Yeah, so he let go. So now I can free my legs. Maybe he still has a single leg. And then we begin the battle again from here, right? But a lot of time, he's not gonna be just like holding on to my legs. He's gonna be trying to lift them up so that he could shelf them, yeah. Let's go back. So what I wanna do, and this is something I learned from like Marcelo Garcia, is I get this lat grip and I'm leaning forward. They're gonna try and throw them. Then I make them have to work hard to lift my legs. Yeah, work hard, work hard, work hard. And then I do a back roll. So you posted. And then I regain my guard. If he doesn't post, he's getting reversed. So this time, don't post.
All right.
So we're here. I'm leaning forwards like as if I'm gonna throw him. He's lifting my legs onto his lap if he can. Yeah, lift, 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 lift. Back roll. And then I come on top. So Mike did the smart thing in the beginning where when I went to do the back roll off balance, he just posted. When that happens, then we get our legs back and wide so that they can't keep our legs connected together again. All right. So we're here. He manages to hop behind me and we're here. That was assuming he was trying to shelf my legs or pin my legs down from here. If he goes for the rear body lock or the side body lock, we already have videos like before this of what to do, right?
Yeah.
So let's just go back. So that's one way they'll remove our legs is they'll hop behind us versus us pushing the head. The other thing that they might do is when they start winning this battle is when they connect my legs together is they might circle around the front and look what happens to his head when he does that. It goes to the other side, right? So now things start getting harder for me here. So just go back. So when you go around, just step your legs back, almost like you're sprung, so I can't hook you. Okay. My first thing, obviously, is like don't let him leave my legs, right? If he manages to step off my hooks and circle, that's when he's able to start shelving my legs, right? So go back. So I'm going to keep hooks as much as I can. So with this hook, the half guard hook, if I hook his calf, it makes it a lot harder now for him to circle in front, right? Like not impossible, but like now he has to kind of like sprawl to remove it, right? I want to keep his head to this side, right? Here, all right? But let's say he manages to circle and he gets his head to this side here. So stop here. You didn't remove my leg. Oop, there we go. No, once you get a front side, you're not gonna have the legs anymore. So now here, what I want to do is I don't want him to be able to have the option to go back to covering my legs. And I want to try and like get out of this position. So immediately, I'm not going to have my feet dangling here like this. Immediately, my legs are going behind me. I'm going to reach over his back here. All right. And now from here, I'm just going to circle my legs away and then sprawl. All right. So we're here. He covers my legs with a double leg and he circles. I get up and now we're here. All right. Even better than just grabbing here is I'm going to reach inside Mike's leg here. Let's just rotate your butt that way. So from here, now I have a switch on Mike's left leg. I had to think about that for a second. All right. So now I can put Mike in kind of like a dilemma here where if he stays on his knees, I can start coming to my knees and taking them down because of the hip heist. So let's just do that one more time. Here, right? His arms are occupied unless he lets go of my legs, right? Which is what we want. I'm just gonna hold his leg, yeah, keep my leg. I'm gonna lift, right? And the bump, and I can bring my legs back. So again, he's gonna be holding my legs this whole time, right? It's gonna be a battle here, right? Moving my legs away. I'm gonna bridge, hold my legs, hold my legs, hold my legs. Come to a sprawl. And then now since I have a switch, I can take him down because I have that switch right away. If he sprawls his leg back in a way, making it hard for me to switch, now he kind of is bringing his weight away more, where now I might be able to stuff his head again and start doing these escapes again. Or at the very least, I'll go back to the lat. Yeah, sprawl your leg back. I'll go back to the lat and I'll start getting back up and sprawling my legs again. They don't feel very good on the arms, but no. All right, so we're kind of putting him in a dilemma of stay close and we'll go for a switch. If you sprawl and get away to not get the switch, then I'll just get to my sprawl kind of deal. The last thing we'll do from this position is like, I feel like I get a switch here and then he circles towards my head. Yeah, so like I can't get up here. It's gonna be hard for me to do a switch. So instead I'm gonna switch my grip here, and I'm gonna do a leg pass. Yeah, stay on your knees, Here. Now I'll post up. And then now I can start, now I can start taking him down because I go out the back door, right? So once again, we're here. I go for the switch. He circles towards my head. Scoop here. And now I'm going to go from this side, bridge, go to this side. Here, I mean, you can start going across, so just start lifting. Right? But we're causing a scramble with that leg pass or funk roll. So we're grabbing that leg, pulling it across so that we're between his legs. And now that we're between his legs, now we can kind of go out the back door and do finishes from there. So I think that covers pretty well everything. The other thing that we can do from the leg weave, instead of the options that we talked about, is if we're here, leg weave? No. Yeah, here. If he starts knee cutting away, yeah, he like knee cuts away here. And now like I'm stuck in this position where I'm like on my side, but like my legs are split. I'm gonna keep my frame on Mike's head. I'm gonna circle, or not circle, but turn to my knees. And now from here, I'll turn away. And now I can start attacking K-guard here or triangles. So again, so we have this option for the leg weave that we didn't have for the double leg because he's putting his arm between our legs. For the double leg, they're not. Right? So we're here. He like slides out of my guard.
No, sorry.
Yeah, boom. I turn to my knees, switch shoulders. And then now we're here in this position where like I can attack K-guard or I can attack the triangle. He's not putting any pressure on me. That's why it's kind of further distance. But normally, yeah, sure, put a little bit more pressure.
I didn't know you wanted me to.
Yeah, that's all good. So we're here. Yep. Knee slide. And then now he's in a triangle. If he postures out of the triangle, now we can start going K-guard. So that's a little bit more realistic. He's all closer because he's actually putting pressure on you. All right.
I was just trying to be
a
demonstrator.
No, it's all good. So yeah, that's kind of like how we'll defend the double leg pass and the like leg weave pass. So most of it is like wrestling type escapes because essentially it's a wrestling position. You double leg them to their butt. This is a position that they use in wrestling where they're trying to get back up versus the double leg. I don't think we forgot anything. I think that's everything.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll realize afterwards that I forgot something, but